Welcome to another edition of Voice for SME, where we talk about SMEs, issues that affect them, and SMEs that are doing something there. My name is Ayo Emahiome, and with me today is Wole Akeju. Today, we are going to talk about a very interesting issue. In fact, we're talking about the lifeblood of the businesses and how we can get it rolling, which is about structure and financing for SMEs. Wole, what do you want to say about that?
Well, structure, financing remains a key part of any business. If you don't have structure, some things may go wrong. You may not be able to make some things happen with some big brands and corporations. If you do, then good for you. Definitely you to get things done. Financing, of course, there's no business that can run without financing, except you are doing something that's extraordinary, kind of a micro mini business. Let's not start mentioning the names of such businesses. But if you want to do something remarkable, something that will solve a lot of problems, then you would definitely need financing, which is very, very key. So today we are going to be talking about structure and financing. Of course, they go hand in hand these days. So let me give back to Ayo to take it from there.
Like, there was a case of this cable TV that needed funding in Nigeria, and they were doing very well. Interestingly, in my research, what I found out that one of the reasons why the company was left in such a way that is at a state today that is comatose was the fact that they had poor structure, and because of the structure, it was a risk providing funding for them. And for SMEs that don't know, most banks or most financiers would not want to give you funding or fund your business if they cannot see a clear structure, no matter how small it is, set out, because they know the structure grows with the business. And what's the reason for this? The main reason is because if you don't have a structure, that means you, either the entrepreneur or the founder or whoever, as in if you are both, it means that within the shortest possible time, if anything should happen to you, you are sick, you die, you decide to abandon the business, then once you leave, the business dies. There's no continuity. Yeah. And funding is supposed to fund a business in such a way that there is continuity and it's still running with or without you. And that's the essence of structure. And the beauty of it is that you don't say because it's a one-man business, then you don't need to put structure. The truth of the matter is, this is how it works. When you start your business, you're expected to start with some form of small funding, either your personal savings or funds available to you from friends, family, and if I can use that word, even fools that will decide to invest in your business.
Heritage.
Yes, and even some
Heritage.
form of inheritance. Now, when you get that kind of money, you start the business. As the business grows, you should have plans on ground such that, right now I need an accountant, I need a customer service person, I need marketers, I need staff, or I need partners that will run with me. What will these partners be doing? Probably a partner will be collaborating with you on the basis of accounting, providing financial services, while another person is collaborating with you to provide marketers on an outsourced basis. Then another company could collaborate with you and provide you with HR services to manage your proposed staff, and on and on and on like that. What do I mean by that? It doesn't even have to be that you employ the staff as your employees that you pay salaries. If you can't afford that, outsourcing costs far less, which you can now do in a time basis. And with that one, you don't even still need to have an office, which is also an additional cost. But the issue is, if you really, really want to grow your business via funding, or you want investors to join your business or put their funds into it, then you need structure. Your business must be structured, because that gives room for continuity. And when there's a structure, I can see that you are going somewhere. But if it's just you and you've been running the business like the one we know of, where there is a chief executive entrepreneur who any day anything happens in business, the business will do, because it's a big risk. And that's what we call key man risk in finance. And there are many businesses like that. That's just like this cable TV I talked about. When it's time to grow or time to expand, to take in increase in business, nothing is on ground to show the financiers that they can take it, and they die because the fund will just not come in. So are you an entrepreneur out there? Are you a businessman out there? start setting up your structure now. The first thing you need to do is draw up an organogram of how your ideal business should look like.
Are you now going into the structure itself now? Because
Yes,
that's
how
what
a
I'm about to
structure
say.
should be.
Let's talk about the structures now. What's the minimal structure that anybody should have for typically, let's say, a 2-man business or a 3-man business or a business with like 4 staff?
There is no hard and fast rule. The issue is not about the minimal structure. The issue is what are the fundamental pillars that every business needs to have.
Okay.
So you now build the structure on those fundamental pillars.
Okay.
One of them for the average business is you must have finance. So there will be your like an accountant.
Okay.
Or an accounts clerk. So there's the accounts department. Then the other part is your business must always generate income, and because that's what keeps it alive. And what is
Sure.
that? That's the marketing department.
Okay.
So once you have a marketing department and you have a finance department, somebody manages the whole two together and sees to their needs, which is now the admin department.
Admin.
So there's admin, there's finance, there's marketing.
How about HR?
HR comes in as number 4, which is because at that time you now have a number of staff that you need to manage them and their welfare.
Okay.
Yes, and you now need to plan into their future, which is human capital.
Okay.
So that is where HR comes in. But at the beginning, the fundamental ones are the finance, the admin, and the marketing.
Okay.
Once those are there, and so those, even if that's all you have, there is structure. Because I can now see the HR department growing, I can see the finance department growing and monitoring the business and the finances that are coming, and then I can also see the marketing department growing the business and also monitoring it. And to manage all of them, you now have the management of the business itself, which is where your organogram is now organized. You have the top management, the middle management, and the lower management. And those are the people that will now fall into those supervising the HR, supervising the finance, supervising the accounts, and supervising the marketing. And that's a very simple and basic structure. That is where other things come in.
Okay. Based on this typical structure now, how many people have you counted out? that would be in the company. Because I'm sure how many people? Because I'm sure that's what some supposed 1-man business will run away from, and they will end up not having structure. And they will now
don't take it like that. That's why I immediately at the beginning.
Now I'm speaking for some people.
Yes, immediately at the beginning I said, number 1 is to have this structure. You don't need to have an office. Okay. Number 2, I said if you can't afford to have these people, then automatically you can outsource. So you can outsource your HR, you can outsource your marketing, you can outsource your finance, you can outsource your admin. When you do that, at the end of the day, it's still you. Okay. It's just you running your business. But what the beauty of that is that when you've done all that, then automatically you focus on your core.
Okay.
Which is that your business. Be
itself.
You a technocrat business like the IT people, just be doing your coding or your media or whatever you are doing. Or be you a producer of products, stick to it. Face it, while all those people you outsource it to are running your business with you. It's as simple as that.
Now let's talk about the outsourcing part now. Mm-hmm. Let's say you want to outsource HR.
Okay.
Do you have key examples? Maybe it's time to advertise some people. Do you have key examples of companies that you can outsource it to?
Of course.
All this outsourcing now. Let's talk about those that we can actually outsource to, because we can be helping somebody right now.
Yes. For HR, for example, no, let me know even talk about. There are a lot of outsourcing companies.
Even accounting.
There are a lot of outsourcing companies. On the average, let me start from the HR and the marketing functions. Okay. Those are things that even the admin function, a company like Coinbox Limited now offers outsourcing.
Of all this
for virtually everything.
Everything.
Yes. All the way to the finance. Coinbox. Where you face your business and Coinbox takes care of you from the backside, from the back end.
Okay.
That's 1. Then 2, for accounting, the average accountant out there that knows his onion, you can actually negotiate an outsourcing arrangement where probably over a period of time, maybe once or twice or 3 times a week, they come and check your books. Or online, they have access to your books, and based on that, prepare your financials for you and help you monitor your financials too. Because sometimes you might have 100 million in your account, and the 100 million is actually not yours. But when you don't monitor it, you just look at the account and start spending. until the owners come for it. Because it might be for production, it might be for sales, it might be for so many other things. And that's the beauty of having an accountant on ground.
They keep advising.
Yes, they keep advising you and keep guiding you and keep helping you. Because I know what money does to you when it's in your account.
When is your account? When
you're looking at, you know, you have money there. It's just a signature.
Signature transfer. Transferring money everywhere.
But your accountant will always help you with caution and will help you set up structures in your finance where he will help you separate your business money from your personal money. And then the same thing, your admin person will help you monitor such that your rent will be taken out from somewhere, your expenses, and even help you manage it. Oh, we are spending too much on transportation. I think we can do it. Yes. And those are the things. It helps you save your money. You don't look at it from the angle that it helps you, it costs more to you. And so it actually helps you save your money, especially when your business is growing. For example, if you're just doing like 100,000 every month, fine, you can still run it as yourself. But when the business is now hitting somewhere in the 500s and above of thousands, you surely need a structure and some people to join you in running it. And like I said, it's not mandatory they are your full staff.
True.
It's not. You can always outsource them. You can always outsource them. HR, there are a lot of HR companies.
HR too.
Yes, that they can provide you with staff, and that will be their staff, but running as if they are your HR. And the same thing with what have I missed out? Admin. There are companies that offer admin services. And then which other one? Depending on the average size of the company, there is security.
Okay.
Yeah, security, you know, you can always, on the average, most security auditors, but security services are majorly outsourced, except you're a security company. And it's the same rule, and there are many there. Like there's August Eye, there's Allogene, even though they are not paying us for this. But yeah, but they are there and they offer such services, and they're always there, you know, to assist you. And you know, it's the beauty of outsourcing is that they work with your budget.
True. Because
it could be a reduction in the time or the number of personnel that they give you, but they always work with your budget. And it's always necessary. It helps you reduce the headache.
And that means they're affordable.
It's affordable. And even in addition to structure, if you can't afford to pay the kind of rent they collect here in Nigeria, especially in Lagos or Abuja, nothing stops you also from using a leased office that you pay per hour. Virtual offices. So that is only when you have co-work space, virtual offices. So that is only when you have meetings, you go there. And the same thing, your outsourcing companies are running and doing the other things they are doing for you while you have your co-work space. And it creates a structure for your business. And it gives you access to more funds and helps you grow your business.
True.
And that's how it works.
To go round up now.
Yes. The truth is there's so much to talk about structure and so much to talk about financing your business. Because even creating structure is just one part of it. You now need to have your financials on ground. True. So in subsequent editions, we talk about financing. We now need to set up a HR structure. We now need to discuss how to set up the HR structure. We now talk about marketing. What does it? A lot of people run away from marketing, but you say you are in business. So we'll talk about that.
But no business can even survive these days without marketing.
There's marketing that brings in the money.
People. That's what brings
That's it now. And that's media. So we'll talk about media also. So there's so much to talk about. Then we now talk about the various financing options. One is bank, but banking is not the only source. There's investors, there's family, there's friends, there's crowdfunding.
Yeah.
There are so many sources of funding. There is even credit from your suppliers. There's credit from even your manufacturing partners.
There are so many before the end.
Yes, and part of it is also structure.
Yeah.
So there's so much to talk about, and we hope to continue this next week. Join us same time next week. And once again, my name is Ayo Emahiome, and with me is
Wale Akeju.
See you next week. Bye.
Thanks for watching.